is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Tight Lines and Brow Times podcast. We're glad to have you here with us. On the previous episode, we discussed how Cutter here got his nickname, and what a conversation that was.
Yep.
We also talked about why you should read reviews before booking and checking into a place.
Absolutely.
And we went over our attempted Super Bowl picks, and well, that was interesting. So if you guys haven't seen that episode, please head over to our YouTube channel and check that one out.
All right, let's start this episode off with a little word association. I'm going to say a word. Y'all give me the first word that comes to your mind immediately. And I'm just going to start with Ben, then we'll go around the table. Boats.
Expensive.
That's true.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
I mean, let's be honest. It's not affordable for the sport of bass fishing is something I've loved for a long time, but it's not as affordable as it could be. I mean, you can definitely, even for a smaller 17, 18 foot aluminum boat, I mean, they're charging over $20,000 to get something like that. You can go to your local academy or sporting goods store down by the lake or whatever. And even baits, 10, 12, $15 a pop for some of them cheaper for sure, but it's a very expensive hobby. And it's become more so in the last year or two, I would say. I just really think the sport's exploded in the last couple of years. But
Cutter?
Boat.
Relax. Okay. All right.
I'm going to say fast.
All right. I'm going to say payments.
Yeah.
Oh, were we only supposed to give one word? I didn't mean to give an essay. Well, that's okay.
You're trying to justify
you stared at me, and I panicked, and I thought I had to put a story in there with it. All right.
You did good, buddy.
All right.
Yeah.
Real good. Excellent.
All right. I'm going to start it off with you again, Ben. Fishing.
Bass. No story this time. Cutter.
Hobby.
Hooks.
Fun.
Oh, okay.
Deer lease.
Snakes. You can say it too, bro. Snakes are a problem around here.
You've taken mine twice.
Snakes are a problem.
Go ahead, Cutter.
Deer lease. Work.
Well, that's a good one. Pigs. God, I hate them.
Woods. I don't know. He took mine.
What?
All right, you did twice. You know you did. Yes, you do. You know you took
swear
one.
I didn't.
All
I
right.
thought it was nice.
Wife.
Great. Wait, can I change it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Dogs.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Boss.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Heard that. No.
Oh,
That's a nice no.
yeah.
My wife is a sweetheart, but I come up with some of the dumbest things that I want to spend money on.
Instead of not right now, it's just a no.
And out of wise advice, it's normally
Does
no.
she work?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you can't just tell her to get a job and get her own. Okay.
No, she's got a good job. She got a good job.
All right.
Let's see. Mine is going to be
Don't be scared.
Yeah, don't
I
panic.
ain't gonna be scared.
She's not
Let's
watching
see
or
here.
anything from right there.
wife. First word that comes to mind.
Oh my God.
Balance.
Yeah.
Very good.
Balance.
Very good.
Excellent. That's great.
And
We
she's right here
expect you to
behind the camera.
Excellent.
Mm.
Speaking of wife, let's do something. We were talking about this the other day. What would your wife say if you said, "Babe, let's go fishing"?
You asking me?
I'm
first?
asking you, Dave.
Okay. She'd probably say okay.
Okay. So
She
no
just-
this time.
This time of year, she would probably say no.
Okay.
If it's spring,
Fair.
even summer, into the fall, as long as she can bring a book and just hang out on the back of the boat and read a
Yep,
book
that's mine.
and mind her own business, she is there all day.
Gotcha. Big John, what would your wife say if you said,
Babe,
let's go fishing?
She would say, "Are you going to make me fish, or can I bring a book?"
"Wow, this is turning into a trend," because because my wife would also say first, "What's the temperature supposed to be?" And then, "Can I bring a book?" That's
Cutter.
it.
Come
My
on,
turn?
old man.
It
Yeah,
is your
your
turn.
Hell no.
All right. Sticking with the same, let me ask one more quick one because we talked about this the other day too.
That wasn't premeditated at all, was it?
No.
No, dollar bill not stuck right here or anything. What would your wife say if you told her, "I'm on my way to the boat dealership to upgrade, trade in, purchase new"? Big Dave,
Oh, she would definitely say no.
that's it. Just no.
Oh, followed by, do we really need to talk about this, or something? Are you sure?
Right.
Can you sleep in it?
Right.
Um,
All valid questions. I'd shut them down, but they're valid. Go ahead.
Mine would say, okay, but make sure you get the one that comes with a bed
Because
because
why?
I'll be sleeping in it.
For a long time.
Yep.
Yeah, if it was me, my wife would ask me, do we need to refinance the house, or do you have enough equity in your current boat? We talking sticking with Skeeter,
I don't
or
really
would you like to
believe
upgrade?
that. I don't really believe that.
Please.
There's no way.
Please.
There's no way.
You know my wife.
are we sticking with Skeeter? We gonna step up to a Phoenix? I mean,
Exactly. Listen, I don't just wear the pants in my family; I put them on.
Okay.
all
Okay.
right, Stacy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, Miss Stacy, I can't wait to see you in the comments.
it's not going to be a problem. Full support anytime. Yeah.
All right, I like it.
He said,
Not me.
absolutely.
Not my wife. No.
Do you
You
need
got-
another $1?
$1 may not cover that. It may take more than that. But no. She's you got yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's it. That's it.
Yep.
I don't mean to paint my wife in a bad light. I really don't. She is a sweetheart.
Could have fooled
She
us.
is. No, she is. But she's tight with money. She doesn't like to spend money.
And-
So
and
I support that, and I agree with that.
And I agree with what he's saying to
7
my
times
wife.
out of 10.
Well, that's just y'all's bad luck with y'all's pitchfork carrying ladies.
Well, I mean, yeah, my wife is the same way, and she don't like wasting, and she don't like to fish, and she won't even get in the boat and ride around the lake and look. So
Can't take it with you when you go, boys.
I know,
Yeah,
I know.
that's
So
true.
as soon as I get divorced, I'll be buying a new boat.
All right.
I'll be dang.
But that's how I hope that's not gonna happen. But anyhow, no, just all kidding aside, no, she's I got one boat. That's enough. Be glad I got it.
And one other thing I'd like to add is congratulations on 10 minutes of recording without Big John panicking and have to start over. Can we give each other a little slight round of applause for that? This is great. We have not had to do a cut and start over.
Oh,
This
man.
is great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of breaks and divorce, let's take one real quick, and so Cutter can call his wife and smooth things over and kind of love her up real good.
Break time it is.
All right, welcome back, folks. Springtime is approaching, and prime fishing is fixing to go active for several species in East Texas. So I'm going to ask you, what are 2 lures that you like to have tied on every day when you leave the dock?
Specific to spring, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Who wants to go
Go ahead,
first?
man.
John, okay. Well, for me, I use a little technique that we call a friend of mine taught me, and it's called the butt charm. It will always be on the front of my boat, and it's a Texas lightweight Texas rigged Cinco with a spinner in the tail. Snip off about a half an inch of the tail, put a little spinner up in there, and as the rig goes up and falls,
Really?
it's a pre-spawn magnet, I believe. I love it. Catch most of my fish in the spring on it. That one will always be tied on up until they start moving out deeper.
Is it weighted or not? Did you say?
Yeah, it is. It's a lightweight Texas rig. I mean, typically for fishing grass, 2-3 foot of water. It's where it's the way I have caught 90% of my pre-spawners that I'm not sight fishing for. That just moving in shallow water. The old fashioned butt charm.
Okay.
Number 2, always tied on the front of my boat this time of year, especially this time of year. We're talking February pre-spawn moving into spawn is going to be for these parts has to be a crawfish square bill crankbait. red color. And I'll go back and forth. If the water temperature is really, really cold still, maybe go without a rattle. If it is, then I'll try to water temperature a little warmer, give it a little shake to it, a little noise. But those are the two that you're always going to see tied on the front deck of my boat this time of year for sure.
All right.
Big John.
John boy.
So mine is going to be probably a wacky rig Cinco and probably a fluke.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you didn't say fluke, I was going to be very shocked.
Yeah, probably a fluke,
Yep.
man. I love fishing a weightless fluke.
Pumpkin
Yeah.
seed?
Watermelon seed.
Watermelon seed.
Watermelon seed.
Okay.
Because y'all won that one tournament that one time a long time ago and
No,
won a
when
little
I
bit of money.
first-
You got a fluke.
Years
John,
ago,
John catches a lot of fish.
No, I do. I fish a lot of fluke too, but I'll switch up colors. Big John's hell
I've
bent
caught
on
a
his
lot on the
watermelon.
watermelon
Yeah.
seed. And really, when I was first introduced to it years ago, that was the first color that it was introduced to me.
Yeah.
And I mean, anything from ponds to lakes to,
Yep.
I mean, all the lakes around here, I've caught fish on the watermelon.
So those are
seed.
your
Yeah.
two.
That's it.
Cutter, what's your favorite color minnow to use this time of year?
Well, I'm pretty much out of this conversation because I'm not a
Well,
bass fisherman.
Well, tell us
So,
the
what about
crappie
crappie?
fishing.
but
baits you-
crappie fishing it's just jigs for me. Before long, I'll go shallow and do some slip corks, up shallow. But bass fishing, I don't.
When
I
you
don't- I don't
fish
do
the
that.
slip course, do you ever use live minnows?
I
or
do
you-
use live minnows.
Okay.
I do use live minnows, and I'll go I'll go shallow and I'll catch crappie and I'll catch catfish, all at the same time. They're
And
all
again,
good.
this is specific to East Texas and the way it
Yeah.
sets up around here.
So what about
Dave,
you,
my
Dave?
turn?
Yeah, Big
Yes,
Dave,
sir.
fire away.
Man, I've always got a chatterbait tied on.
Yep.
Vibrating jig, chatterbait, thunder cricket, I don't care what you want to call it. I've always got one tied on. Black and blue. It's not a good pre-spawn bait, but it's my confidence bait.
Yeah.
If there's going to be something I won't get bit on, it's going to be a chatterbait.
Yep. And if there's
Now,
something,
I may not get bit on, but once every 3 days.
well, if there's
But-
something to be said about bass fishing, is fish. I don't know what it is, but fishing with confidence makes all the difference in the world. If
Absolutely.
you don't have confidence in what you're doing, you're just typically not going to get the bites.
Yeah. So I'm gonna throw a chatterbait. The other one is gonna be a weightless Texas rig. I may kind of go back and forth between a wacky rig and like a weightless fluke, something like that. But I do like skipping wacky rigs and weightless flukes up shallow. Throw a crankbait like everybody else, but if I got to narrow it down to two, it's gonna be a chatterbait and it's gonna be something Texas rig weightless.
All right. I got one more question for you guys. So if you could only have 2 colors in your boat that you're gonna fish with,
Year round.
well, yeah, let's just say year
All right.
round.
All
Let's
right.
just say year round.
Okay.
2 colors.
Well,
would it be?
without a shadow of a doubt, and I'll say even specific to one bait, a Zoom centipede chartreuse fry year round catches them for me. They do okay in the spring. They do good in the late spring, early summer, early fall. Cannot buy enough of them every year. The second color for me would have to be somewhere in the crawfish color range. Because, obviously the pre-spawn, you're going to get bit because they're chasing crawdads this time of year. But also, even fishing deeper, maybe a little bit darker of a color for me. But those are going to be the 2 colors you see most for me is a chartreuse and a crawfish color, almost year-round, somewhere on the deck of the boat.
Talk about that.
Big John?
Mine's gonna be a
Watermelon.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know year round though. I fish the watermelon seed a lot in the spring, but if I had to have 2 in my boat year round, I would have to have a black and blue and probably maybe like a white with a chartreuse tail.
Ooh, really spiffed that up, didn't you?
Yeah, I did like that.
Yeah, it's good.
And then for bass
It-
fishing, and then
oh.
for crappie fishing,
Oh.
I'm gonna give 2 crappie colors. If I could only leave out every day with 2 colors.
Okay.
For the lake that I fish the most, I'm gonna say blue and chartreuse
Mm-hmm.
and black and chartreuse.
Wow.
That's that'd be my 2 if I could only choose 2.
Okay. Gutter?
Yeah, like bass fishing, I don't do that. So crappie would be same as John, blue and chartreuse, and then the other color I'm kind of cross. I can catch as many on blue as I do on black. He catches a lot more on black than I do, but I fish. This is for crappie.
Right.
This is for crappie.
So there's something he does better than you?
No, not really.
Oh.
But not in this category.
I didn't think so. I didn't think so.
Never admit it.
But I'll catch quite a few on white and chartreuse with the blue and chartreuse, and that's. I mean, yeah, I said 2, but 2 or 3, whatever. Black and chartreuse, blue and chartreuse, white and chartreuse, pretty much cover anything I catch any time of year.
Okay.
First crappie, anything. So that's it.
I'm going to go for bass fishing. I'm going to go black and blue, like John. I catch a lot of fish on black and blue. I guess percentage-wise, I catch more fish on black and blue than anything else. And specifically, I'm throwing a Z-Man chatterbait with a Zoom, either a June bug or a black sapphire speed crawl or a Z crawl.
Would you say you go from 3% hookups to 4?
Well, thanks for asking. No, I don't know. It just depends on if you're getting bit or if you're getting short struck. I mean, make the profile bigger or smaller.
Yeah, or tangle up in your tackle box. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get you.
If the fishing's really slow, I'm moving to whatever color Machinites come out of the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So black and blue, and then probably either watermelon seed or watermelon red on a crawl or a fluke or something like that, or even like a trick worm, something like that.
Yeah, no doubt.
For crappie, since John threw some crappie picks in there, I'm going black and chartreuse.
Yep.
Or white and chartreuse. I mean, I don't know how you could get on. If one's not biting, the other one is.
And again, this information is specific to Lake Palestine, Texas. So I mean, just this.
That's true.
This is what we use,
Yeah.
what we've had luck with. So, yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, let's take another break.
And we are back. After episode 1, Michelle reminded me of a story because we were talking about the early hunts on Kickapoo Creek.
Mhm.
And she reminded me of a story of a certain critter encounter that you had in a cabin, in a certain fish camp cabin.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Why don't you tell us about that one?
Yeah. So cabin is well, it's about as good as our lodge on Lake Fork that we talked about. In
It's a portable building.
Yeah. So it was a portable building, kind of outfitted for a couple of beds is really all it was. It had a little loft in it. So this is when you and I very first started hunting together.
Yep.
And we went down to the fish camp on Michelle's uncle's property that he had access to, and I was kind of amazed that we were going to sleep in this place to start with. So it was early duck season. It was warm enough that you wanted to have the windows open, but it wasn't. There was no AC in the building that I remember. Was there?
Not that I can remember.
Yeah. So I guess having the windows open was kind of out of necessity. But
Yeah.
so we all get kind of snuggled in. We're all amped up for opening weekend of duck season the next morning, and we're all trying to go to sleep.
So the way these beds are set up is there's one bed by the window, and then there's one bed right across from that
Yeah.
by the wall, and then there's just enough room to barely walk down in between.
Were they bunk beds or not?
No, it was just
Okay.
like full size beds. It was like 2 full size beds.
But then on the other side of the room, there was like,
There was
a,
like a
loft
loft,
or
yeah.
something. Okay.
So he took the bed with the window. I'm across from him in
Gotcha,
the bed
yep.
with the wall.
And in hindsight, I kind of feel like I was set up for this just a little bit, but so I'm trying to doze off, and I think everybody else is already asleep, and I'm in an uncomfortable place. I'm not at home, And I hear this like rustling around outside the window. So we had the windows raised up, and I look up, and I see like this mouse kind of running around on the screen, and I'm like, oh, well, thank God the screen's there. Well, next thing I know, the mouse is like tearing a hole in the screen. And that dude is getting ready to come in. And like a doggone spider monkey, dude just jumps through and is on my face before I know it.
Oh my God.
And I hate mice. I'm scared to death of them. There's a lot of stuff I'm scared of, but mice, I don't.
I was just about dozed off, and then all of a sudden He starts hollering and aggressively swatting at his face, swatting at his chest, jumps up, screaming. I'm like, dude, what is wrong? Bro, a mouse just ran across my face.
So I don't know who turned the lights on, but somebody turned the lights on.
Oh, it had electricity. That's nice.
We did have electricity in the place.
Yeah.
So we turned the lights on, and your brother Jason was up in the loft with his shotgun.
He was up in the loft with the shotgun. He didn't know what was going on. But
yeah, Big Dave went and slept in his truck the rest of the night after that one, and I hadn't stepped foot in that place since.
No,
I refused.
Anytime we ever camped there, he stayed in the vehicle. We stayed in the cabin. He was not going to do that again.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, that mice
I'm right there with you, bud.
I don't like them.
Man, alive.
Yeah, so that was a lovely experience. Thanks, Michelle, for reminding us of that one.
Oh, we've reached a point in the show where we're going to do our most likely to segment again.
Yeah.
So we're just going to start out number. Who the heck is coming up with this content? Big John, you have got to start sleeping more. Most likely to become a reality TV star.
I got the, if you don't have the answer, you're crazy. It's that guy sitting right there next to you.
Absolutely.
That's Cutter all day long.
Okay.
What would you say?
It ain't gonna be.
It's not gonna be
the
me.
Stutter Star over here. It's not gonna
Stutter and Big John.
Oh man.
be you. Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I'll say Cutter just for the show. I don't know.
You've got to.
You got to.
Big Dave.
It ain't me.
It ain't gonna be you.
No.
All right.
That's Cutter all day long. He can have his own show easy.
All right. We'll move on from that. In this one,
hey, what kind of show do you think you would do?
Well, I know the title of it.
Are you leaning toward like
I love me some me?
I'm not leaning toward anything.
That sums it up.
What do you say?
I love me some me would be the name of your show.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Is this like a Honey Boo Boo spinoff type show?
No, I hope not. I
Like Big Brother?
I don't see it in the future, but it
absolutely could be.
You can't never tell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't never tell.
It absolutely could be.
Go ahead.
And I had my questions about this. What in the heck is he most likely to run a marathon? And then it hit me.
Well, clearly,
there's only one.
Clearly it's
reason he
me.
wrote that down.
No.
The Big Dave, yeah.
yeah.
There's only one guy at this table.
I mean, do we even have to go around the table at this point?
Well, I'll lead off. It doesn't. I mean, so I don't think anybody at this table's ran a marathon,
Right.
but there is a guy at this table who's ran a 5K, and not only did he run a 5K, he got a medal.
Track star.
Big Ben, what was that medal for? It is Big Ben, by the way, but what was that medal for?
Third place in the men's 30 to 40-year-old division.
Okay, and how many men were in this division?
You keep asking, and I keep telling you, like, I didn't count. I don't
3.
know. That seems to be the general consensus, but I'm pretty sure there was others.
4.
There was others.
He didn't have legs.
So,
I was guessing a one-legged man.
That's
but
not the end of the story. He wins this medal, and then he calls me and tells me about it. And I'm rolling because at this point I'm thinking like he got third out of like 3 to 4 people maybe. Well, we show up the next morning on the dock at work, and he comes up and he's got it's cold, so he comes up and he's got this like jacket on, and he slowly unzips it. He says, "Big John." He slowly unzips the jacket. He's got the medal on the dock. He's wearing it. Oh my gosh.
Track star.
So
How's it go? Haters are gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate. Haters
Oh
gonna
my
hate.
God.
You know, I overcame endurance and willpower.
Hey.
And I chugged along.
And you were proud of that thing too,
Well,
brother. I give it to you.
Yeah, good for you because I have not done that and I'm not going to do it.
No.
So I'm not. So
And I finished it in under an hour.
Really?
Yep.
good for you.
Bro, they would have had to call it.
Actually, it was 32 minutes, I think is what I did.
Do you think you would have ran that marathon if it wasn't with a female companion? Like just
Well,
by yourself on your own?
I had an ulterior motive. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it wasn't gonna be the first event I signed up for on Saturday morning. But there was a deciding factor.
I can imagine.
So yeah, I snuck that one in there on purpose.
Oh, and it was in your form. Well, no, you didn't live in Tatum, but it was in Tatum, Texas, is where I was medaled for my 5K.
The big 5K in Tatum.
Yeah, bro, they got some hills on them county roads. Yeah, I want to say, the shin splints were really what got me.
They were barking.
Oh my God, I couldn't walk for a week.
Golly.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you.
all
Good
right.
for you.
Most likely to forget to text you back.
Oh yeah, most
Yeah,
likely.
I think you said, didn't you forget one there, big dog?
Yeah, well, I did, and Big John did such an excellent job on our sheet here. I mean, it doesn't look like a 7-year-old was drawing a stick house village or anything. It's hard to imagine why I missed one.
I'm gonna go first with this, and because this just happened this week.
Okay.
I believe it was 3 days ago. I text him, maybe 4 days ago. I text him something.
Yeah.
I still have not received a response.
When
Yeah.
did you text me?
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
Evidently, maybe it didn't go through. Why don't you look at your phone?
Yeah, John is the
Let me
worst.
go ahead and pull
Yeah.
this up here because I'm usually pretty good about responding
You know,
back.
you're not at all, really.
You
You're
text
not.
me when? Monday?
Okay, what's it say? What are you doing? Laying in bed watching me on video? Is that what it says?
But I text you, you text me back.
Yeah, you text me and I ask you a question. What are you doing? Laying in bed watching
Okay,
me on
yeah.
video?
All right.
This
So,
is entertaining.
Yeah.
This is the same
Okay, my
argument I
bad.
have with my wife every
Okay,
afternoon. Well, I texted you didn't text back.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
Well,
let's do it on air though. This
mine
is
is going to be Big Dave because this guy may take 2 to 3 days to text you back. Maybe 4 to 5.
How long's it been since he
Monday. So,
Okay.
and he still hasn't texted back. So that's a response, but that's not a text back. So it's 5 days for him on that one.
It's a minimum of 24 hours of Big Dave. Minimum.
Well, that's less than 5 days.
You have better luck calling him because he
I
will
don't know.
call you back 3 to 4 hours later. But
It's not me. I respond
it's-
right away.
it's-
I'm pretty bad with
so
it.
Cutter says it's me. I say it's Dave.
okay.
You say it. Have
So
you had a
you're-
problem
you're-
with anybody
you're
at the table on the text?
No, I mean I would say if you message Cutter after 7, you're just not going to hear back.
you are.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
gonna
no,
hear
no,
back.
no, we're not. Yeah,
that's
but
not-
But they know that. That ain't got nothing to do with me not answering you. That's got to do with too late to respond.
Right.
So, yeah.
I am pretty bad about it, but I'm in such high demand. You know,
Sure.
everybody's
Yep.
texting me. I just got time to kind of look at it.
I
and,
understand.
you know, maybe I turn my read notifications on, let you know that hey, I've at least seen you, but I'm just too busy to get
there's
back
that.
with you.
Busy man.
No,
Okay.
I doubt that's the case, but maybe it is. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's take a quick break right here.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right.
All right, guys, we are back, and I've got a treat for y'all right here.
Mm.
I
Doesn't look
became aware a couple weeks ago of a certain go-to snack that Cutter has during the evening time, and when he told me what it was, I could not believe it. It did not sound good to me at all. He said, "Man, don't knock it till you try it." So I said, "You know what? Let's just try it together, and then we'll give it a thumbs up or thumbs down. We'll rate it and see
On
what
the
we think
show.
about it on the show." Now it is
The worst idea. I
probably, but we're gonna see how it goes. It's Cheetos and Bluebell chocolate ice cream with Cheetos on top. It is the thing that I'm concerned about is the powdered artificial cheese with the chocolate. I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but we're gonna
He's
try
already
it.
chopping it up. Business as usual.
This guy's ready for it. We're gonna try it out and see how it is. And we could be onto something here. Let's see. We'll be Did you try it with the Cheeto? Oh, dude, I'm scared.
Damn it, that's good. I don't know what. That's stupid. That is pretty good. This is ridiculous. I'm not coming back for episode
You got to be
4.
honest. Tell
Dude,
the truth. 'cause I
I
don't care.
I mean, I was surprised whenever that hit my. Look, I'm going Cheeto and chocolate ice cream right here.
I mean, how poor can a man be to figure out that this tastes good?
How'd you figure this out? Oh God.
He's a mad scientist. You're
Been
honest.
eating this all my life.
Look, I told you I'd give you an honest review. Mine's a thumbs up. It tastes good.
Hey, this is Cheetos. You can take regular Fritos, saltine crackers, and crumble them up, put them in. It's actually better than
I
that.
could see the salty sweet,
So-
but the cheese is the
Is
artificial
this,
cheese
is this
powder.
the right
was-
consistency of ice cream to Cheetos?
You probably could use a few more Cheetos,
Absolutely.
but so you like
It's
it.
not, it's
You're
not
on
bad.
board.
It's not bad.
You're on board.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean,
What do you think?
So Big John called me, whatever day it was. I was going to Austin last week, like 3 a.m. Oh, we're gonna do this show. We're gonna do this segment. We're gonna try this. Whoa. Well, you got to try it. You just got to promise you're gonna try it. I'm like, no, I'm not promising you anything because you know I'm a picky eater. And I begged and pleaded with him for 30. I said, you have to tell me or I'm
I
not
did
going to
too.
do it. And he
I
said,
did too.
Yeah.
okay. And not just me. I said, well, Cutter says that Bluebell chocolate ice cream and Cheetos is the way to go. And I told him how ridiculous this is going to be on the podcast. Like, this is just not going to be something that's going to entertain anybody. And quite honestly, it may not. I mean, people are sitting here watching us eat ice cream and Cheetos.
Go try it.
But
I don't know what to say. Go try
But
it.
surprisingly, that's pretty damn good. I mean,
Cuss
damn
jar
well,
down,
bud. I already put all my dollars in there because
He did while we was taking a break. He
Yeah,
did. He
yeah,
knew
he
it was going
did.
to happen
You
sooner or
can't,
later.
you can't prorate the cuss jar.
So that's two. So that's 2 thumbs up. What you got?
I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. I mean, I am the extremely overweight diabetic in the group, so I mean, what the heck do I know?
no, bud. Well, I put 2 in there.
But
I think. Well, you might be more diabetic, but I'm more. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You're more diabetic, but I'm more overweight. You're not getting both categories, buddy.
All
I
right,
mean,
so
I
that's 3 thumbs up.
I was bent up on the cheese and the chocolate.
that was my deal.
But you
That was
can't
my
even
deal.
taste the cheese. I mean, it's just
no.
it's salty and sweet.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Don't knock it till you try it. That's what the man said.
Well, I told him.
All right,
And
you
don't be
heard it
jealous.
right here.
All right.
Cheetos and chocolate ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
All right, guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Tight Lines and Brow Times podcast. We really appreciate the feedback and support we have received thus far.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You're
Got
gonna be.
a mouthful of ice cream. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook.
Yeah. And if there's a question you guys have for us or something you want to hear us talk about, like weird food, give us some recommendations. We'll eat it. I don't care. Leave a comment on the video or shoot us an email at tightlinesandbrowtimes.tx@gmail.com. Again, that is tightlinesandbrowtimes.tx@gmail.com.
Until then, stay safe and stay outdoors.
Well, this is good right here.
Awesome stuff.
This is good.
I cannot believe you were on to something.